Hello and welcome to the top 10 stories in the news this week. This week has been a fairly good one for Nigerians and Africans at large, except for Chad, where people were killed and injured after an enormous series of explosions destroyed the main military ammunition depot. It was said to have been started by a fire at the site. Now, this is brought to you by Fairview Africa Media. We will give you the top 10 stories in the news this week. At number 10 on the news this week goes to the story of our president needing new jets. The House of Representatives Committee on National Security and Intelligence recommended the purchase of 2 new jets for the president and vice president. News reaching us now is that a US-based broker has been appointed to sell 3 aging aircrafts in the presidential fleet so as to purchase the new ones. What do you think about that? Hit us up in the comment section and let us know. At number 9 on our countdown is the Rivers State crisis, as Governor Fubara nominated caretaker chairman for the 23 local government areas of the state. The nomination came amid a political crisis in the state, as former council chairmen refused to vacate their offices after their tenure expired. Now, the swearing-in was done on Wednesday at the government house in Port Harcourt. At number 8, Cyril Ramaphosa, South African president, got elected for a second term as president with the help of Democratic Alliance, a fierce opposition of the party. Well, they are set to run a government of national unity, and the Nigerian president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was at the inauguration ceremony to celebrate and congratulate Cyril Ramaphosa. At number 7, the Game of Thrones continues in Kano State as Judge Abdullahi Liman ruled that the appointment of Sanusi Lamido Sanusi as Emir of Kano was null and void because the government failed to obey the court order restraining it from taking further actions. However, the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice said the court ruling was in their favor and Sanusi Lamido Sanusi remains the emir. Well, we continue to observe the toggle of kingship as the Game of Thrones continue in the Kano State Emirate. Number 6 on our top 10 stories that made the headlines this week is the president yet to present executive bill on minimum wage as governors drag their feet. State governors complain of lack of funds as reason for not accepting the proposed minimum wage, even when federal allocations to states before and after subsidy removal in May 2023 have increased. The issue remains what amount will be agreed upon and how the paying governors would implement it. Well, time will tell, and we're here to tell you the news as it happens. There you have it, number 6 on our top 10 countdown. And this time takes us to number 5 on our list for today. And number 5, we talk about the cholera outbreak death toll, and it rises to 24 in Lagos State. The NCDC reports that from January 2024, over 1,141 suspected cases and over 65 confirmed cases of cholera, resulting in over 30 deaths from 96 local government areas in 30 states. How sad that story made it to number 5 on our list. Well, we're gradually getting to the top 3 on our countdown list, but right now let's take a look at number 4 on the countdown. Well, Naira depreciation makes Lagos, Abuja cheapest global cities for expatriates. Okay. According to the 2024 Mercer Cost of Living Survey released recently, Lagos and Abuja have been listed as the cheapest cities in the world for international workers to live in. Now, this cause has been attributed to Naira depreciation. The currency-induced fall in the cost of living for international workers occurs even when inflation in Nigeria has risen to 33.95%. Good for them, bad for us. And now we take a look at number 3. On number 3, the Ojude Oba Festival raised some buzz on social media all over the world, dazzling spectators with its glitz and glamour. This year, the festival honors Awujale, the king of Ijebu-Ode. Ojude Oba, meaning King's Forecourt in Yoruba, is a renowned annual festival celebrated a few days after the Muslim Salah festival. This year's theme, Ojude Oba, Unity and Harmony, Our Gift. There you have it, the number 3 on our top news stories of the week. And that takes us to number 2 on the list. Senegal officially joins the list of oil-producing countries in West Africa. This happens as Woodside Energy, an Australian group, announces the commencement of production at the inaugural offshore oil project. Good for Senegal, maybe not so good for Nigeria. Well, go to our website www.fairviewafrica.com to get more on that story. And now we go to number 1. We just concluded the Salah celebrations, and before that, it was all whining and crying about the cost of food in the country. Number 1 on our top news stories for the week is food prices continue to rise even after the Salah celebrations. People in northern Nigeria groaned about the increase in food prices despite most of the food crops being grown in the north still are high in cost. The prices of tomatoes and pepper were on an all-time high during the Salah celebrations. But after the festival, the prices of foods continued to increase, causing biting effects on Nigerians. There you have it, the top 10 countdown of news stories in Nigeria and of course across Africa. This will definitely come your way next weekend. This is brought to you by Fairview Africa.